I did try to write it in 1976, and it was called Under the Dome. And I tried again probably in 1979 when it was called The Cannibals. And that time I got a lot further. The good ideas never really leave your mind. It's kind of like a baseball player saying, I missed a really fat pitch, and I'd really like to have another chance at that particular hanging curveball, because in a way that's what it was. About 3 years ago, I was on a plane trip to Australia. It's a 14-hour ride, and I started to think about Under the Dome. And I thought to myself, you know, you really ought to try again. To the best of my memory, the image that caught my mind was the idea of these people giving a press conference to the outside world. And apparently, from what you see, there's nothing between them and the cameras until somebody reaches out and knocks on, thin air. And I thought to myself, what a story that would make, what an image that is, with the idea of the whole world watching these people who are as out of touch as people that are stranded on a desert island. They were all fun to write about. I loved this book, and I loved the people in it, and it was great to be working on a big canvas again. I do two kinds of books. I do books that are like murals. They're big, and they're populated with all kinds of characters, and then you do the extreme close-up books like Misery, where you're focused on two people, and that's really it. But with Under the Dome, there were a lot of characters. I knew that there would be. I let them grow, and I let them propagate, if you will, until they were everywhere. And I just absolutely loved every one of them. And I think if you're going to write a book that people are going to love, you have to love the people in the book when you're writing about it. You just can't phone it in. From the very beginning, with Under the Dome, I saw it as a chance to write about the serious ecological problems that we face in the world today. I don't want to get real heavy about this. The novel should be entertaining and people should have fun with it, and I think they will. But the fact is, we all live under the dome. We have this little blue world that we've all seen from outer space, and it appears like that's about all there is. It seems to be a very rare and wonderful and fragile thing. And one of the reasons that I came back to Under the Dome was I wanted to say something about that. In small towns, we think we know everybody else's business, but everybody holds back. There's a saying that people have in Alcoholics Anonymous, which is, you're only as sick as your secrets. And some of the people in this book are pretty sick indeed. And let's put it this way. I think readers are going to be engaged, but I don't think they're going to be totally surprised by some of the things that people are holding back, because we have them in our own lives. One of the great subjects of fiction, particularly fiction that's in the long form, is why do people do what they do under stress? And in that sense, you can see any novel as almost like a test tube case, where you say, what happens to ordinary people in extraordinary situations? How do they behave? Do they rise to the occasion, or do they not?